Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Wilson Live channel. Today we're back in the Tiger Den for some basketball action between your Wilson Tigers and the Ron Brown Monarchs. Should be an interesting game today. Different setting. No fans in the crowd and no spectators allowed for the rest of the season for the DCIAA, which should fare interesting for the Tigers as they have had many games where momentum has helped them out and many games where momentum has hurt them. Brimage forcing the pass a little too much to Buchanan Jr. there. That'll go out of bounds, and the Monarchs will start with it. Keep an eye on number 3, Eric Randall, who just passed that one in. He's their leading scorer for the Monarchs. Randall will get the ball and swing it outside to Amari Hall. Hall back to Randall. Randall trying to make something happen. He'll give it up to Tyler Bryant. Bryant working on Dockery. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. He'll give it up right back to Randall. Randall working around the top of the key. 5 seconds left. A forced pass inside will lead the ball out to Amari Hill. Hill with the left-hand floater. That's no good. Board by Buchanan Jr. Buchanan Jr. running the break. He'll find Richmond in the corner. Richmond drives the lane and kicks to Grissom. Grissom going up strong. Misses that one. Buchanan Jr. on the putback. He's blocked. One more time for Buchanan Jr. He misses that one. Buchanan Jr. steady on the boards, but the Monarchs will control. Amari Hill will fire it to number 12. That'll be a turnover. Tigers working a little too fast. Sloppy play thus far. Still 0-0, a minute and a half in. The Monarchs coming into this one at 3-7, 2-4 in league play. Tigers 11-2. Strong start, one by forfeit as well. That'll be a turnover there. Bryant forcing the pass inside. And that'll be Tigers basketball. Richmond working the ball in quickly to Brimage. Brimage will find Dockery at the top of the key. Dockery to Richmond. Richmond to Buchanan Jr. The zone playing well for the Monarchs. And that's number 1. Amari Hill with the layup. Monarchs take an early lead. Buchanan Jr. fires a pass right down the other way to Grissom. Grissom with the left-handed layup. That's good. Tyler Bryant will bring up the ball now, guarded by scrappy defender Noah Richmond. Richmond forcing a pickup from Bryant. He'll give it right back to Eric Randall. Eric Randall, the leading scorer for the Monarchs, will get up to Amari Hill. Amari Hill with a nice move. But seconds left on the shot clock. Monarchs fire up a shot. That's good. Number 5, Delonte Williams will knock that one down. Tigers really working the pace here, coming down quickly on every possession thus far. They'll find Buchanan Jr. for a 3. That's off. Bryant will push the break. Bryant gives it up. Great pass inside. Number 5, Delonte Williams. Brimage will take the ball up. A little bit of a miscommunication, but Richmond has it. To the Buchanan Jr. Buchanan Jr. to Dockery. Nice layup there. Good find by Buchanan Jr. Nice job breaking the zone there. Good defense by Dockery there, forcing that knock out of bounds. Interesting setting here. You can almost hear every word the players are saying on the court, whereas in the past couple weeks you had a very loud, energetic crowd. Interesting to see here for the Tigers. Buchanan Jr. will work inside and draw the foul, doing what he does best. Tigers down by 2 early. Tigers played a great game this Saturday against Good Counsel, taking down a powerhouse WCAC team traditionally. Now the Tigers looking to take down the Ron Brown Monarchs. Buchanan Jr. knocks down the first one. Tigers in the gray trims today. Monarchs in the black. Bryant will give it right back up to Randall. Tigers running their signature press. That'll be a foul on Dockery. Timeout, by the Monarchs. So a little background on the Monarchs. They are 3-7, as we mentioned before. Lost their first 4 games to Idea, Parkside, Paul Public Charter, and Coolidge. Then got their first dub of the season against DCI. Lost to Dunbar, Eastern, and then got 3 dubs in a row these past 3 games against Woodson, McKinley Tech, and Phelps. Now they face the powerhouse Tigers team. Once again, no spectators today, only a couple fans in the crowd at all, bleachers all the way up, and a really interesting setting here today. Can almost hear a pin drop. Tyler Bryant will bring the ball up for the Monarchs, guarded by Noah Richmond. Amari Hill will give the ball up. Almost a backcourt force there, but Amari Hill will now work on Buchanan Jr. Good defense by Buchanan Jr. there. That'll be Tigers basketball. Brimage will bring the ball up. He'll find Dockery. Dockery fakes the shot back up top to Brimage. Brimage, the sharpshooter, will pull for 3. That's knocked down. Brimage Jr. money from 3-point, and he knocks his first 3 of the game. Monarchs having trouble with this press here. Broke it the first 3 possessions. Now Richmond will pick up a foul. We know Brimage can do that. On the season, shooting 34% from the 3-point line. Great percentage. Now Amari Hill working on Buchanan Jr. They'll flip it inside to number 5, DeMonte Williams. That's a turnover. Tigers coming the other way, and a slam from number 24, Jeremiah Grissom. Almost another forced turnover. Tigers really pushing the pace here early. Amari Hill will work on Brimage here. He'll give it up inside. Delonte Williams with the lefty floater. That's good. Delonte Williams with 6 points early here. Buchanan Jr. and the Tigers working quickly. Brimage, pump baseline. Great layup. That's off. Dockery on the follow through though. Tigers up 5 now. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Monarchs working the pace a little too quickly off the hands of Kevin Hollins. That'll be a turnover and Tigers basketball. Tigers will push it. Dockery for 3. That's no good. Monarchs will control. That's up to number 1, Amari Hill. Amari Hill working, almost stolen by Richmond. That's off on the layup. Hill on the follow through, blocked by Dockery. What a play by Dockery there. Tigers as a team shooting really well from the 3-point line this season. So an uncharacteristic miss there from Dockery. But thus far, got about 5 players above 30%, which is the NBA average. Tigers will board here. Dockery up to Bruman. Buchanan Jr. to Grissom. Grissom with a nice lay there. Tigers picking up the pace a little now. Tyler Bryant will flip it over the head of Brimage to Amari Hill. Monarchs with good ball movement. Now Delonte Williams will turn it over right into the hands of Dockery. Dockery pushing the pace the other way. He'll stop on the break and give it to Brimage. Brimage working in the lane, and he slams it home. Defensive breakdown from the Monarchs there, and they'll smartly call a timeout. Big miscommunication there. Marvin Brimage able to get up for the dunk there. 9-point lead after the early deficit for the Tigers. Good to see. Once again, no spectators allowed for the time being for the Tigers. So make sure you hit the subscribe button down below for Wilson Live. We'll be broadcasting all of these games and having all your broadcast needs. So some subs for the Tigers here as Cockray James will check in and Joe McCray. A turnover there from the Monarchs. Buchanan Jr. with the steal. He'll bring the ball up now. He finds McCray. McCray one more to Dockery. Dockery for three. Off the mark. Cockray James on the follow through. Will dish it out to Marvin Brimage for a fresh shot clock. Dockery will work inside and find the sharpshooter Brimage. Brimage for three. Knockdown. Marvin Brimage will knock down another three. Hot hand early for the Tigers. Another turnover. Brimage pushing the break to Cockray James. Slam home. James with the one-handed slam. Tigers having a dunk party early. Everyone getting in on the action. Tyler Bryant working through the double team now. He'll force it into the corner, into the hands of Delonte Williams, a lefty floater. That's off the mark. Tigers pushing the pace once again. James slams it home with one hand. Monarchs trying to work the pace quickly here, but a lot of turnovers early. They've got to limit that. Great Euro step for number 3, Eric Randall. Completely fooled out the team. Tigers up by 14 points now. Coble will check in the game for Brimage. Alongside Micah Charles. For Robert Dockery. Coble currently leading the team in three-point percentage with shooting 44% from the line. Almost half the time he'll make this shot. Really huge to have for the Tigers. Buchanan Jr. running the floor here. Tigers mixing it up. Monarchs in a 2-3. Buchanan Jr. will pull from almost the logo. That's no good, but a good attempt. And that'll end the first quarter here. Tigers with a commanding 14-point lead. We'll be back for the second quarter. So welcome back to the Tiger Den here. Tigers with a 14-point lead after the first quarter, commanding. They'll try and run up the score here. Monarchs coming out with a little bit of a set play. They get a 3 for Randall, but that's off the mark. James will control now to Lomax. Lomax to McCray. McCray right back to Lomax. The two shifty guards off the bench. Good pass inside by Coble to James off the mark. James will get the offensive board though and go right up with it, and he'll be fouled. Once again, a weird setting here in the Tiger Den. No spectators allowed. The JV crowd is in the stands, so that makes up about 10 people, but the bleachers all the way up. So just the cheerleaders and the Wilson Live broadcast crew. Once again, in case this is a common trend for the next couple games, make sure you tune in to Wilson Live and hit the subscribe button down below to keep up to date with all sorts of Wilson news, including not just Wilson basketball sports. James will knock down the second free throw, going 2 for 2 from the line, and extending the lead to 16 points. Randall now the leading scorer for the Monarchs will bring the ball up. He'll find Hill. Hill back to Randall. Randall with a little bit of a Euro step. He's fouled on the floor. Head coach Shatane Porter looking to mix things up for the Monarchs here and make something work. James deflects it out of bounds, not allowing Randall to pass that one in. Randall lobs it over the top dangerously to Bryant. Bryant will control though. Back inside, passing it around for the Monarchs, and a good find inside for the Monarchs big man. Joe McCray will bring up the ball. McCray finds Lomax. Lomax up top to McCray. McCray to Coble. Good ball movement. Coble off the mark on the three though. That'll be Monarchs basketball. Coble firing early just off the mark. Earlier he's got the highest three-point percentage on the squad. Tigers in an aggressive press here with the bench unit in. James aggressively guarding Randall. James playing great defense there. Just fouled on the floor, Randall. A lot of dribbling there, dangerous. Now the Tigers seem to be in a zone. Switching up to defense, Coble guarding the basketball now. Randall give it up and swing it to Bryant. Bryant back to Randall. Randall up top to Bryant. Bryant back to Randall. The duo working. Bryant will shoot a J over Coble. That's good. Lomax pushing the pace the other way. Monarchs in a zone of their own. Tigers swinging the ball around. Coble will find Lomax. Lomax swings it corner to Coble. Coble unguarded over there. Lomax working inside. Nice lay by Lomax. Splitting right through the defense. Coble with the steal on the other end. Lomax going right back up. He's fouled, but off the mark. Can't complete the and one. Tigers up 14 here. Like we said, heading into this one, Tigers with a great win at Coolidge High School this Saturday, winning by 25 points in an invitational tournament. Buchanan Jr. wins MVP with 22 and 7 rebounds. And if you haven't seen the East Bay from that game, go to the Wilson DC basketball Instagram and check that one out. Crazy stuff for the Tigers, really rolling with momentum here earlier in the season. That'll be a foul on the rebound from McCray. The Tigers 11-2 though, and one of those from a unfortunate forfeit. Monarchs pushing the pace here. Flip. Monarchs guard will flip it up. That'll hit the shot clock, and that'll be Tigers basketball. McCray will bring the ball up now and find Coble. Coble to McCray. McCray swinging around the top of the key. Lomax to Zion Foy. Foy for three, that's no good. Monarchs big man will get that one. Almost a turnover there. Number 1, Amari Hill working inside though. He'll get fouled. Number 1, Amari Hill able to get to the line here. Hill knocks down the first. Into the game checks number 14, Anthony Collins. That's off the mark. Tigers will work back the other way. Lomax now to Foy. Foy, the athletic Tigers forward, goes up there and tries the jelly, but no good. Foy will get to the line. Foy misses his first free throw. 13-point lead for the Tigers now. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Foy misses both, and that'll be Monarchs basketball. Monarchs in the bonus now. So Amari Hill will find himself at the line once again, just knocked down 2 in a row. He knocks that one down. Rolls in for Hill. He'll make the second one. Tigers pushing the pace. McCray working baseline here. Goes up strong. No good. Forward by number 21, Micah Charles. That's off as well. McCray with the left. He makes that. Lomax working. And that'll be a foul there on Lomax. He's shocked by the call. Whole new unit checking in for the Tigers here. The starters check back in. Richmond, Buchanan Jr., Grissom, Brimage, and Dockery all will check back in the game. He has gone to 13 points for the Tigers now. Amari Hall misses that free throw, forward by Buchanan Jr. Buchanan Jr. will bring it up to Brimage. Brimage, one more to Richmond. Richmond working baseline. Oh, tries to go up and under, but that's no good. Hill will come back the other way. Hill with the pull-up jumper. That's off the mark. Great board by Dockery there, and a good box out on number 14, Anthony Collins. Tigers working the pace. Grissom will throw it inside to Dockery. Dockery tries to flip it up on the lob. Looks like he could have caught that and came down for the layup, but that's no good. Hill trying to work it inside. Monarchs doing a good job swinging the ball around, but now their momentum is stopped. Dockery will guard Hill at the top of the key. Hill working inside, flips up a floater. That's good. Tigers pushing the pace. Brimage with a pump fake, working baseline, and he'll be fouled by Amari Hill. Eric Randall and Delonte Williams will check back in the game for the Monarchs. Good runs for their bench unit. They've cut the lead now to 11 for the Tigers. Dockery swings it cross court to Brimage. Brimage knocks it down. Oh my goodness. Brimage hop from 3 for 3 to start this one. Randall will give it up. Oh, dangerous play there to find Hill. Hill will control at the top of the key. Brimage guarding him. Hill tries to throw up something. Nothing there though. Brimage throws it out of bounds off a weird Dockery pass. Tyler Bryant will check in the game now. Brimage 3 for 3 from 3 to start this one. Double team. Monarchs will find a corner shot, no good. Board by Dockery there over Randall. Dockery will push the pace, almost a turnover there. That'll be Tigers basketball. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second quarter. Richmond finds Buchanan Jr. just too strong inside. He'll lay that up. Monarchs working around. Randall here will try and work something, but no good. Buchanan Jr.! Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? Darren Buchanan Jr. climbs the ladder. Come upstairs, sir. Number 3, Eric Randall gets put on a poster there. Buchanan Jr. stares him down. Looks like he'll get a tap for that. Oh my goodness. The crowd was in attendance there. They would have been fired up for that one. Everyone in attendance tapping their head. So Buchanan Jr. will pick up the technical there. Might have been able to even hear the ref in this empty crowd here, but Buchanan Jr. will pick up the tech for taunting. Buchanan Jr. will pick up the tech for taunting. They'll try and complete the and one attempt here. He knocks down his free throw. So Eric Randall will find himself at the line here after the taunting from Buchanan Jr. He misses that one. Really interesting student and crowd arrangement for this game. You can almost hear every word that's being said. Randall misses both. And that'll be Monarchs basketball after the technical. 19-point lead now for the Tigers. Randall forces a pass a little too hard. Tigers working the ball in quickly. Buchanan Jr. to the rack. Business decision. No one decides to jump on that one. Monarchs with the timeout now. 2 minutes left in this second quarter. Buchanan Jr. recently picking up some interest from a bunch of different schools, including Marquette, Georgetown, and Virginia Tech, so we'll see if any of those go through. Obviously Buchanan Jr. with a bunch of looks already from different colleges, and still a very open recruitment even though he is in his senior year. To review the Tigers' season thus far, they had started in the Tiger Den here, getting a W against Fairfax Christian 62-56. Then they went away, a really tough road game in a really tough setting at St. Albans, and got another double-digit lead win. Whooped Banneker at the Tiger Den, and really hasn't faced too much challenges along the way besides Coolidge, where they only won by 4 points in a super tight game. You guys saw that one on Wilson Live. If you haven't already, make sure to go back to the channel and tune in for that one. And then most recently, 2 big dubs against WCAC teams, beating Georgetown Prep and Good Counsel. Only real loss this season to Roselle Catholic, ranked the 25th team in the nation, led by Simeon Wilcher, a UNC commit. Huge challenge for the Tigers. They ended up losing by exactly 20 points, but a really big test for them and a great game for them to play in the slam dunk at the beach tournament that they were invited to last second. Tigers will up the ball around to Dockery. Dockery knocks down a 3. Monarchs' Delonte Williams knocked that one down before. Buchanan Jr. guarding Randall now. Monarchs too sloppy. Brimage with a great pass up to Grissom. Grissom makes the left-hand layup. Randall. Monarchs looking to swing the ball around. Amari Hill with the step-back 3. That's off the back iron. Good board by Randall there. Randall with a wide-open look. He misses that one. Board by the Tigers. Richmond throwing up. Great pass. Just tipped there, and good hustle by Grissom. Just out of bounds, though. Brimage Jr. trying to push the pace just a little too much. Amari Hill will work around the double team. Tigers really aggressively doubling almost everything here. Monarchs trying to find something on offense. Really not much going though. Rob coming down the other way to Buchanan Jr. The one-handed slam. Come upstairs, sir, to end the half. 25-point lead for the Tigers as they head into the halftime. Great performance by Brimage, Buchanan Jr., Grissom, and the gang. We'll be back after the half. And welcome back to the Tiger Den in Washington, D.C. Thank you for tuning into the Wilson Live channel. I'm Liam Irvin. Doing a little bit of a solo broadcast today. Really interesting game today thus far between the Ron Bowden Monarchs and your Wilson Tigers. Tigers with a good lead right now, up 25 points. Great play from Marvin Brimage thus far. A couple slams from Cockere James, Buchanan Jr., and Dockery. All the starters back in for the Tigers. Brimage Jr. hasn't missed from three yet, and that'll be his first miss. Turnover from Buchanan Jr. there. Monarchs running the break. Brock off the backboard by Dockery. Oh my goodness, what a rejection, but a good follow through from Randall. Dockery working in the lane. We'll find Richmond. Richmond open for three. That's knocked down. Good shot from Richmond there. A pretty jumper. Eric Randall will try and find number 5, Delonte Williams. That's the air ball, though. Tigers pushing the break. Dockery will slam it home. Tigers not taking their foot off the gas yet. Tyler Bryant will bring up the ball. He'll find Hill. Richmond will guard Bryant. Bryant stolen by Buchanan Jr. Buchanan Jr. Goes for the East Bay. He misses that one though. Grissom with the steal. He'll push it to Buchanan Jr. and a simple two-handed flush there. Looks like it'll be a whole unit change for the Tigers there. 3 from Randall, that's off the mark. Dockery will try and find Brimage, that's no good though. Bryant to Hill, Hill for 3, that's off the mark. Grissom will slow and find Buchanan Jr. Buchanan Jr. swings corner to Brimage, Brimage for 3, that's off the mark. Starts 3 for 3 from the game, now 3 for 5 unfortunately. Tigers still with a huge lead now though. Extending to 30 points with the starters back in. Dockery guarding Randall. Randall will give it up to Hill. Hill will work on Richmond. Richmond with great defense there, and the Tigers will come back the other way. Buchanan Jr. finds Richmond. Richmond through the lane. Great pass there to Brimage. Richmond really a pass first guard and able to find Brimage there even though he might have had the shot. Hill will give it up to Randall. Randall working the ball around. Monarchs got to pass the ball more if they want to score and get on track to come back in some fashion in this game. They know they can't play the ISO game with the Tigers. Bryant working it into Williams. That's off the mark. Board by Buchanan Jr. Buchanan Jr. will run the break and try baseline to Grissom. Grissom off the mark. Brimage tries a second chance and he misses that one. Hill will run the break. Hill to Randall. Randall will try and work past the double team. Monarchs had options there. Good shot there from the three-point line from the Monarchs. Richmond will bring it up and find Brimage. Richmond working in the paint. That'll be stolen, but the Tigers will get the ball right back. Good defense there from Tyler Bryant, and a whole unit change will sub in for the Tigers. Lomax, Coble, James, McCray, and Micah Charles. Monarchs in his zone. McCray will lose that one. That'll be a turnover. Monarchs will come back. Coble guarding Hill there. Monarchs will get that block by James. James with a huge wingspan, so able to reach up and grab shots there. That'll be a timeout from the Monarchs smartly. Looking forward for this Tigers team. After this one, they have a huge game on Wednesday for their last DCIAA test of the season, facing up against Roosevelt, who is ranked at number 3 now. They played the number 2 team earlier in the season, the Coolidge Colts, in what some called the game of the last 5 years for the DCIAA, and a 4-point lead for the Tigers left them with the W. Huge game, huge crowd, and just a lot of momentum on both sides, and a fun game to watch. So coming out of the timeout from the Monarchs, 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Tigers up by 29 points here. Continuing what I was saying earlier, big test on Wednesday against Roosevelt. Then they play School Without Walls on Friday. And then they have a MLK Showcase tournament where they play St. Andrews Episcopal. Should be an interesting game. Not too much knowledge on St. Andrews Episcopal, and then a big game against Sidwell, who's currently ranked very high in the DMV on the 20th. And then they finish out the season against Anacostia, Blue, Woodson, McKinley Tech, another big game, and Phelps, and then head to the DCIAA and hopefully DCSAA championships. Ray James will find himself at the free throw line and miss. Michael Charles on the follow through though, and one. Michael Charles fighting through the defense, and he'll flip up an and one there. James almost at the offensive board there. He's been really vocal all day, and able to hear him due to no fans in the crowd. Monarchs will try and get something working here. Number 4, Erico Hill will flip it cross court. Monarchs for 3, that's good. Monarchs knock down a 3. McCray will push the pace. Coble here will give it to McCray. McCray back to James. James to McCray. McCray working inside, tries to float it up, that'll be blocked. Monarchs coming the other way, and Hill will bring up the basketball. Hill trying to find Williams. Williams, one more to Hill on the other side, and that's no good. Board by Coble. Coble will try and run the break and swing it cross course to Charles. Charles will walk there before missing the shot. That'll be Monarchs basketball. Number 4, Erico Hill will bring up the ball, guarded by Coble. Love the aggressiveness from the Tigers, even though they have a commanding lead, still pressing and having great on-ball pressure. James with good defense, forcing a miss from Williams, who's been pretty excellent today from the Monarchs. McCray will chuck up a 3, that's no good. Ben Coble almost with the steal there. He'll step out of bounds though. Great defensive intensity from the Tigers all night. Amari Hill guarded by the lengthy James. James will pick up a foul there. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Hill looking to inbound the ball. That'll be a turnover. Lomax forcing that one. And the Tigers will come back the other way with no time left. So that concludes the third quarter. We'll be back for the fourth. Big lead for the Tigers here. They're up by 26 points in this one. Make sure to subscribe once again and drop a like and a comment. Like we've said before, if this trend picks up, we will have no fans in attendance this Wednesday, in which you wouldn't want to miss the big game. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and keep in touch with all sorts of games. We'll be back. So welcome back to the Tiger Den here once again. Tigers up by 26 points here. I'm Liam Irvin. Solo broadcast working today. Fourth quarter is underway. Tigers got a bench unit in with Lomax, Coble, and McCray, 3 guards. Foy and James running the forward center roles, but they picked up in a zone, so doesn't really matter for either of them. Monarchs will work the inbound play with a new lineup for themselves as well. Number 4, Eric O'Hill at the top of the key will throw a turnover. Tigers pushing the pace. McCray will throw it into James. James to Coble. Coble for 3. That's off the mark. Monarchs will have the basketball now. Number 0, Taj Davis, his first appearance on the court. He'll work on Coble. Davis splits a double team, chucks up a off-balance shot, and a great pass from Lomax there to find McCray on the other end. McCray's not going to miss that. And that'll be Monarchs basketball. Monarchs working back the other way. Fast pace from both teams here, not letting up whatsoever despite the score. Lomax to Coble. Coble with the right hand lay. Very nice job by Coble there, filling the lane. And Tigers extending their lead to 30 points once again. Tigers with great on-ball pressure. Taj Davis will work on Zion Foy here. Foy, not known for being a defender, but trying to put the straps on there. Lomax will pick up number 4, Eric O'Hill, who hits the floater. Lomax pushing the pace. He'll find Coble in the corner. Great pass back to Lomax. Lomax finishes the layup. Tigers maintain their 30-point lead. Taj Davis will step up and fake a 3 there. Eric O'Hill, number 4, will settle. Five seconds left on the shot clock. Monarchs got to do anything to get a score here. Tigers pushing to Foy. Foy slams it home. Come upstairs, sir. Zion Foy with the slam. Been waiting for that for a while if you're a Tigers fan. Finally punches one home. Super exciting, super bouncy player. That'll be a backcourt now. Lomax. Foy trying to cut back door for a lob there. Bit of a messy play though. Number 11, Mohamed Toomboy, checking in the game now for the Monarchs. James picks up another foul. James to Lomax. Lomax with the layup. That's no good, but he'll be fouled. Lomax will head to the line. Lomax knocks down the free throw, and James will check out of the game now for Charles. No Sakazi tonight for the Tigers. Seems like he's still shaken up a bit. The Tigers forcing another turnover here. Foy. Monarchs working there. Foul number 11, Mohamed Toomboy. Two minutes and 35 seconds left for the Monarchs to do something. Lomax will run the break now and lay it up easily. Tigers running up the points here. Tigers with more pressure. Monarchs having trouble getting the ball across the half-court line. They just get it. That'll be a backcourt though. Tigers still pushing the break. 2 minutes left. McCray working through contact there. Might have been an and one, but finishes nonetheless. 40-point game now for the Tigers. McCray running the break. Charles to Lomax. Lomax with a left-handed layup. Money defense from the Tigers to end this one. Coble almost has the steal. Monarchs coming back the other way. Erico Hill will knock down the three. Good shot from Hill. Tigers still pushing the break. Lomax to Coble. Coble with the travel there. Toomboy working on Lomax there. McCray will force the jump ball. Lomax with a great spin there, flips that up and in. Lomax getting crafty to end this one. 35 seconds left. Monarchs, one final attempt. Hill way off on the three-pointer. Coble will work the break. Over the head pass from McCray to Foy. And the Tigers will take home this one in a blowout win, and they'll move to 12-2. Monarchs, on the other hand, will fall to 3-8. Once again, make sure you drop a subscribe and hit the like and comment down below, as this might be a common trend and you don't want to miss the big game on Thursday. Good win from the Tigers. We'll be back.